Now, the air sac is surrounded by blood capillaries, and the air sacs are very thin walled and moist, and this facilitates the diffusion of the oxygen in the air into the blood, and carbon dioxide in the blood now move into the air sac. That is what we call exchange of respiratory system. And once this is done, inhalation has been completed. The next step is exhalation, which is all this process is carried out automatically. And for exhalation to be carried out, then a high pressure has to be created in the lungs. And how is this one done? The diaphragm that is assumes flat shape before, and the ribs that have moved out and upward has to come down and inward, and the diaphragm moves inward as well. And after this will be done, the muscles, they have to relax. And once the muscles relax, the diaphragm assumes its dome shape, which it has now. Now, the ribs are moved downwards and inward. So the thoracic cavity is now reduced, and that causes the lungs to contract. And once the lungs contract, there will be high pressure generated inside, and the air has to flow out through the bronchi, trachea, larynx, into the pharynx, and from the pharynx enter the nasal cavity and expel out. And that is what we mean by exhalation. So this is what we mean by external respiration. Let us reflect our mind back to internal respiration, or what we call cell respiration. Cell respiration. We studied internal respiration under cell respiration. And so we are only going to remind ourselves about that now. In cell respiration, oxygen is taken to the cell, food is taken to the cell, and when this one has been assimilated, the oxygen is used by the cell to break down the food and give us energy. Let's just remind ourselves about the food we're talking about. Glucose molecule with oxygen in presence of catalysts. The glucose will be broken down into water plus carbon dioxide and energy in form of ATP. To balance this equation, we will need 6 molecules of oxygen, and this, taking care of all the atoms and everything, will produce 6 molecules of water and 6 molecules of carbon dioxide. At the end of it all, 38 molecules of ATP is produced. Let me write this one boldly. Plus 38 molecules of ATP. This is excess of our taking food to be able to get energy that our muscles can use to carry out activities. Now, we also mentioned that because oxygen is involved in this type of respiration, this is what we call aerobic respiration. And of course, during the cell respiration, when we discuss the issue of cell respiration, we know that the process, before it comes to this level, involves 2 stages: glycolysis and Krebs cycle. But it's good now for you to understand the equation of the process.